And a good morning. This is Dr. Lieven speaking to you from Villa Moura in Portugal. And today I want to update you, and I'm going to update in about five sections. We're going to talk Bitcoin in the first section. We're going to talk Bitlocity in the second section. Then we're going to just give a little touch update on passive and our elite team there. Then I will briefly touch on the scientific team build, because there I've gone on the background a little bit for the past week. And then we're going to close off with the science of getting rich, these 5 points. Again, Bitcoin number 1, Bitlocity number 2, on passive number 3, scientific team build number 4, and then the science of getting rich. And all of it actually is interlinked with each other. It's a happy message because we're privileged. Whoever 100 years ago was able to come from a wealthy family and had high intelligence, that they could start a company or start a bank, that's every one of us now has that opportunity today. And you don't need to be super smart. You just need to use what you got. And you don't need to come from a rich family, because you can essentially start with next to nothing, with a little bit, yeah? Especially your mind, your brain, your common sense. And this is not fantasy. You know me, I'm done with all these bullshit promises. That all these programs, you're gonna be a millionaire and you're gonna be who the hell needs it? And most of the ones that are pitching it don't even know what a million is, and they're scammers. And then there is a few good ones amongst them, but they don't have the skill or the experience or the tenacity to actually make it happen. So first, Bitcoin. Please don't be misled by the false information on Bitcoin. There is morons, and I'm talking all the way up to the BBC and CNN, morons like that are trying to make us believe Bitcoin is somehow going to crash and is going to burn and is going to go down to zero. They scream at every tiny little up and down of Bitcoin. They're idiots. Don't listen to them, because Bitcoin is doing fantastic. I put a message in my elite team, in my elite channel. Make sure you subscribe. I'll make sure that the link to the elite channel is in under this video. I put a message up that said Bitcoin is doing fantastic because it's doing a necessary correction. If anybody ought to open up their mouth about Bitcoin or anything, gold, the stock market, the real estate market, they should at least have a few brain cells to know that certain things that are going upward don't go up in a straight, stupid little line. It's an up and down line, but clearly, come on, can anybody argue? Bitcoin comes from 3,200. Bitcoin is at 47,000. Is that going down? I think these guys are so out of their mind. Anyways, learn not to listen to morons. I get very upset if I have to listen to crap like this. So don't send me messages by people that just, I don't know where their brain is at. They haven't got one. In fact, Bitcoin has shown over the weekend, during the weekend, and during the weekend is just the little amateurs who are playing. It's shown strong resilience. And what I mean with that is, guess what? It went and touched 43,000, which was a new low. 44,000 it had tried that, it pierced through that. So it could have been that we would have gone feel lower, not go into destruction, just go feel its low new floor. It's like if you're building a building and you got 75 floors. If you go down 2 floors, you're not destroying the building. You're just making sure you're ready to build the 76th floor and then the 77th floor. These guys, again, they're morons. Please learn not to listen to morons. Half the reason why people are so stupid is they listen to morons, and they keep listening to morons. And I know it's difficult because these fucking, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that, but it's the way it is. These mainstream media, social media manipulators, criminals, they truly are criminals. They keep pouring this shit on us in the hopes that we're dumb enough that it'll stick in our little heads. We should become aware of that. By the way, in the same sentence, I can say I'm delighted that President Trump gave his first speech since that fake whatever there pedophile, who isn't the president. I will never recognize that Biden piece of shit as a president. But the true president, President Trump, who re-erected America to an economy we'd never seen in the history of America, he gave his first speech on CPAC. I'll put the link there. Take a listen to it, because there is one, obviously, President Trump is not giving up, and he's going to continue to fight for what he fought for. And I don't care whether you like Trump or don't like Trump. I'm not into politics, none whatsoever. But man, that what influences the safety of our family, the health of ourselves, the economy, the finance, yeah, that I am interested in. I'd be a deadbeat if I wasn't. So Biden is the reason why Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000. Biden is the reason why Bitcoin is shooting up. He's a moron. He's a criminal. He's destroying, at the moment, he's destroying America. In his first month, he's done nearly 10 years worth of destruction. You should see these executive orders that criminal has initiated. He's opened up the southern border for the worst of child traffickers, coyotes, drug criminals. And Biden is saying, bring them in, bring them in. We're going to see, and this is what President Trump is saying, 10,000 of these ugly criminals come into the United States every day. And the caravans are already on their way. Biden is inviting them in. What is that, a president? That's an enemy of the state. The guy should be tried for high treason and executed for high treason. Anyways, it is what it is. And because of that, anybody with brains is losing confidence in the dollar, is losing confidence in the economy of the United States, and is buying Bitcoin. And believe me, I'm connected with some of the wealthiest people on earth, and they're all buying gold and Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, they're taking a section of their gold and they're switching it into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the digital gold. If you think 100,000 is a lot, wait. Bitcoin eventually will be over 1 million. But we're not going to talk about that today, because that'd be a little too much for some of your brains. And I don't mean to insult any of you. You know, I love everyone. And I don't love morons. I especially don't love liars. I hate liars. I piss on them. Sorry. Need to learn to not give them that much attention. But we got plenty of liars today. So, folks, be ready to buy more Bitcoin. I hope some of you bought some when it was down to 43,000. It may be the last time for a while. And then again, I do say, and I have said this before, if you follow my channel, you should subscribe to my channel if you're smart, but don't do it to please me. I don't need you. I don't want you to come in if it's just to continue to be equally blind as you were before. When you come into my channel, you're asking to open up your eyes and your brain and your capacity. Yes, Bitcoin will at some point go feel 33,000 and 22,000. Those are two very important levels, and at one point it may be just a little peak down and peak back up. It may hover at those two levels a little while. By the way, if you want to buy lots of Bitcoin, that would be to have some buy orders there. But if it doesn't at the moment go down, you're gonna have to be happy with buying at whatever. I mean, right now it's back to 47,000 and probably already higher as I speak. Let me see if I refresh this thing. No, anyways, doesn't make any difference. That's it on Bitcoin. I think I'm already overheating. No, I'm not. I'm getting excited. Second point, Bitlocity. Wow. And yeah, when I say wow, I know there's been some issues. As a matter of fact, you know what the most frustrating part is? Is some of my good friends want to join Bitlocity and they can't because they haven't opened up the doors yet for fresh new signups. And they're smart because right now there is a few bugs in the system. It's not clear if they're bugs or glitches, and there is a difference between those two. A bug is actually a coding mistake in the programming, and that can easily be fixed. Glitches is where their coding creates sort of an electronic friction with, guess what? This unbelievable volume in Bitcoin. I mean, come on, we need to be a little mature, right? When Bitcoin is doing such volume at such values, it's kind of normal that there is a few little, inside the brain of Bitcoin. Has nothing to do with Bitlocity. Anyways, tonight Bitlocity will give an update. Follow it. I'm not going to follow in the middle of the night. I'm going to watch the recording in the morning. Yeah, so either way, small bugs, glitches, they've already openly said we'll update you on it. They're easy to fix. Thanks God it's not a smart contract, or they have to potentially rewrite the smart contract. So the one thing we know for Bitlocity, it's got a phenomenal market response. That's the one thing. Keep that into your head. Phenomenal market response. You already know from me that I consider it as one of the most brilliant compensation plans because it combines an Australian up with a passive element. That is powerful. It's as powerful as an atom bomb. When you can combine two opposites, hey, my profession, my specialty is realigning, synchronizing the left brain hemisphere with the right hemisphere. That's a new one. Hemisphere. Then, yes, an explosion happens in your brain, a good one. And we see healing at a speed and at a level like most of you don't even know what that is. I've lived it. Over 300,000. I don't say that to brag, but just to say, yeah, I've done a few treatments. And when I say when you combine two opposites that you have power, I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, not in a lab, in a real practice with real people that were getting real results and were producing real testimonials. Bitlocity has done the same. The most powerful earning compensation plan combined with the most passive, a straight line, where everybody earns. So, phenomenal market response. Yeah, I'm watching my list because otherwise I can go off track, right? If you see my eyes go, it's because I'm looking at a little notepad I made. I'm a good boy. What does all of that mean? Let's boil it down to simplicity. That we have, thanks to Bitcoin, thanks to Bitlocity, and thanks to a guy who is willing to be a good captain of a team, our elite team. Anyone, mark my words, watch this, anyone who follows my advice and has the discipline to do it is gonna earn 1 Bitcoin per month. Right now, $47,000. Could you handle that? $47,000 per month? Many of you have never done that in your life, and don't feel ashamed. But now is the time that you can jump to that. Heck, it's what I told Elan this morning. I said, if you can do that in a year, it's already pretty good. Because 47,000 in a year on top of whatever else you earn, that's a professional income on top. But no, I'm not talking per year. I'm talking per month. Everyone who will follow me, now I'm assuming Bitlocity is going to fix their dealies, and I'm assuming that we don't get into a nuclear war yet with that. crazy as Biden there, then a Bitcoin per month. Now, with that group, that's the elite group. And yeah, I choose it elite. Isn't that funny? You know, you hear me talk about the globalist elite, you know, criminals like George Soros is a globalist elite. That incredibly criminal Mohammed, whatever the heck he's called there, from the Prince of Dubai. He's an ugly dude, Elon, isn't he? Oh my God, he looks angry when he's smiling. They call themselves globalist elite, Illuminati. Well, I consider myself an elite too, because a good friend of mine said, yeah, we are elites because we're the only ones willing to use our minds. And that's true. The masses are unwilling to use their minds. The television is putting them into hypnosis so they never even touch their mind. The pharmaceuticals are giving them chemicals so they're sleepwalking and never use their mind. And then their own little vices of eating too much sugar and drinking too much alcohol, smoking too much crap. Yeah, well, bless their hearts. My heart does not go out to them. My heart goes out to those of you who say, my God, the creator of this whole universe gave us a brain. Let's begin to use it. Let's begin to use our mind, not just our brain. Your brain is at work, whether you realize this or not. But then the mind, that is the conscious decision to begin to use it to move. Listen, mark my words again. I said 1 Bitcoin per month. Those of you who will then be able to apply discipline to that will take to 1 Bitcoin earning per week. And the tops of you who are going to put in that extra something and add that extra something are going to do a Bitcoin a day. And I'll lead by example. Because otherwise, who the heck am I to tell you? If I couldn't even make a Bitcoin in a year, who am I to tell you how to make money? Right? Makes sense? Now, everyone who did pre-register, right now, new people cannot get in. I have several friends who want to get in. They can't get in. They need to wait. In the next few days, they should be able to come on board. Before the end of the week, definitely, absolutely. And be ready. Have your Bitcoin ready. But those of you who have a pre-sign up, my God, go in there, do whatever. I mean, if you have to do the sit there for hours to try to get your purchase, do it. And do it while the Americans are asleep or while the volume is low. You know, do it in the middle of the night. Do whatever you need to. And if you're an American, do it in the midst, you know, get up in the middle of the night and do it. Whatever. Try to get your purchase in. And if it rejects, well, then, yeah, there will be support tickets for that. And anyways, because of this, because I'm serious about all of you who will follow my instructions will get to a Bitcoin per month. Those of you who are willing to go discipline and effort, 1 Bitcoin per week. And those of you who are willing to put in that extra something, 1 Bitcoin per day, I will begin a new training. It'll be the 101 of sharing, or call it like the series there, Sharing for Dummies. With one objective. We're going to stay very practical. We're not going to philosophize. We're going to go practical. So you can get 2 people. And believe me, that's not like a miracle. Of course, 2 people who are willing to do the same, who are also willing to get 2 people. Because that's what you need. That right there, that's the key. If you have that, you can go into any good program and make a fortune. Introduce 2 people who also introduce 2 people. Yeah, if you're not used to it, you may have to introduce 20 people. 18 are going to fall asleep along the way. Bless their hearts. They'll be too busy scrolling through Facebook and Netflix and whatever, sitting at the cafe drinking. Well, I guess not now with the COVID-19. Anyways, they're buying beer and getting drunk at home or whatever they do. I don't even want to know. Not talking about such people. I'm talking about you, who's made the decision that 2021 is the year you're going to turn your life around, financially, health-wise, socially, intelligently, love-wise, harmony-wise, and yeah, that one too, peace of mind. Oh, I'm still working on that one too, because I sometimes get a little upset over things, as you probably can imagine. Third point, you ready? We grew in on-passive. I ain't doing nothing for on-passive at this point. And the reason is I'm kind of angry that they're not launching. No, we don't need a university. The internet is a university. Who the heck needs a university? I'm sorry. That's not what the world needs. Yeah, I'll teach a course. It'll be damn practical. It'll be a drill sergeant sort of course. Otherwise, we don't need more videos and more trainings and more, good God, there's too much of it already. We need on-passive to get their shit together and begin to come out with the first element with which we can make some money. But okay, they're working on it. They got $55 million to spend on hopefully delivering something eventually. Yeah, I'm upset that they're not launching. But okay, not that upset that it makes me passive, right? Even though I don't want to be all passive. But guess what? While being on passive, our group grew another 500 or near 500 new paid founders. Yeah, as much as I'm upset by a foundership, it's only $97. Well, how could you? Some of you may say, well, wait a second, he's pissed off with on-passive. Why is he selling on-passive? I'm not selling on-passive. I'm saying it's intelligent to get your pinky in the door. $97 is a pinky. Go to McDonald's, ask them how many franchises you can buy with $97. They'll put up their pinky and they'll say, get out of here. You know, so anyways, I'll put up the numbers. We're close to 5,000 paid elite members. Yeah, if you join our team, you're gonna get spill. It's inevitable. And if Ash delivers what he promised to me in the beginning, when I joined nearly 3 years ago as a founder, he promised traffic. If he delivers that, we're gonna make millions right there, tens of millions, based on that. All the rest of it I'm not really that interested in because I already got it. I don't need a better Zoom, I don't need a better autoresponder, I don't need any of this stuff. I mean, it'd be sweet if it's there, but I'm not gonna hold my breath for that. I'm interested in that distribution of quality traffic. It better be quality traffic. Anyways, I will talk more on passive. That's what I wanted to say for today. Fourth point, boy, we're 3 down the list, 2 more to go. The fourth point, our precious scientific team build. If you don't know it yet, please watch the introduction video. We got a little 4-minute teaser, which that one already triggers enough nerve cells in your mind and in your body. And then listen to my 30-minute introduction. Oh, 30 minutes, that's too long. Well, bless your heart. In it, you will discover, and here is the statement, this is what I wrote down, and I stand by it. The scientific team build is without a doubt the #1 best solution for 98% of the people in the marketplace. Why am I saying that? Simple. 98% of the people in the marketplace don't know how to sponsor. 99% of the people in the marketplace don't like sponsoring. I got a gentleman sitting in front of me here. He loves sponsoring so much, he'd want to dig a hole to the bottom of the earth. He hates sponsoring that much. And he's not alone. He actually is with the majority of the people. When we go to a hotel, do we want to hear the hotel say you need to go out and sponsor people in order to have a good night's sleep? No. We don't want to hear about sponsoring. Well, guess what? Our scientific our scientific team build is for passive people. We got some of the most wonderful passive people, and they're making crazy amounts of money. Oh, we're just beginning. What does that mean? We're still in development, and our people, see the difference? I don't ask for 55 million to glorify myself and sit in a Star Trek chair, pumping myself up as a Harvard graduate or a whatever graduate. No, because all of that means nothing anymore today. Elon Musk says, I'll hire anybody without diplomas if they have a passion and an ability to use their talent. So scientific team build. I need to now fill that level 7. By the way, the positions are gone. They're no longer available. So don't ask me for more positions on level 7. They're gone. One of them is going to the gentleman who's sitting in front of me here. One of these days I'm going to turn. He would kill me if I did it now. But he deserves a position. I'm gifting one to him. Now, don't anybody send me messages that you want me to gift you a position, or because the gentleman, I'm not going to even mention his name right now, but I will introduce him. I'll put him on a pedestal. He is willing to do things. He is doing things right now for the scientific team build that I had become too exhausted to do. Yeah. So, anyways. Sometime with Bitlocity, it's a good thing we're giving attention to that. You may say, well, wait a second, if you have the best program, why are you messing around with Bitlocity? Because Bitlocity appears to have all the elements of being a fantastic program. It's not because the scientific team build is a fantastic program that we're not smart enough to also consider another good one, right? Makes good sense. I'd rather have a few good programs. And scientific team build is for purely passive, whereas Bitlocity, you already hear it, is for people who are willing to at least share it with a few. So there is a nice contrast and combination there, and the combination is powerful. And I hope we can add then on passive as the fuel with good traffic. Good God, I hope on passive will deliver traffic. I don't hear them talk about it anymore. They should, because there is a shortage in traffic. I'll say more, if on passive doesn't deliver traffic, I will make a strategic alliance with some of the most powerful traffic producers in the world, and will deliver traffic. But I hope I don't need to do it. I hope Ash delivers on his original promise. He'd better, because otherwise, if you go away from your original promise and you begin to glorify all sorts of new things, you're off path. I don't think so. I think he will deliver. I trust. I hope so. But we'll see and observe. So that's it on the scientific team build. Level 8 is coming with a lot of special updates, a lot of special add-on benefits. Exciting or what? It's already that good and we're going to make it better. Yeah, it's still an embryo. I don't even call it a baby yet. You'll know when I call it a baby, because once our little embryo, the scientific team build, is ready to be born as a baby, it's a gestation period of 9 months, like a new baby, and we're only into the 5th month. So it'd be too early to want to force birth it right now. But when it's ready to be born as a baby, we'll show it to the world. It'll be irresistibly cute. It'll be more than cute. It'll be so irresistible, everybody is going to want to have a part of it. Last but not least, actually the 5th point is more important than any of the 4 earlier ones, but you want to empower each one of the earlier ones. Here is how you do it. The science of getting rich. Those of you who have followed my channel, how many times have I posted about the science of getting rich? How many times have I gifted you the course? How many times have I gifted you the audios? Have I gifted you the PDFs? You don't even need to go look them up. Why? Why do I need to go study a course from 100 years ago? Because Wallace Waddell, who wrote The Science of Getting Rich in 1910, yeah, good God, 1910, that's 111 years ago, Erlan. To this day, it is the most, I'm not going to say the best course, it's the most efficient result course in the world if you want to become rich. Maybe some of you don't want to be rich, and that's fine. I respect you for that. Heck, there is people in the world who choose to be poor as well. And there is lots of layers in between rich and poor, is there? But rich means you not only have everything you need, you have more than what you need. That's what the book is all about, that you can bring abundance in your life. The book is not about how to become a billionaire or a millionaire. It's about how can you have more than enough. Oh, I can just pay the bills. Well, that's not more than enough, is it? That's a very limiting life. And I feel for those of you who cannot pay your bills, because I've been there myself, not ashamed to say that. And it sucks. Poverty sucks. There is no nobility in poverty whatsoever. And don't let any misleading churches tell you so, because they're the ones that are collecting the money, aren't they? There's no nobility in poverty. God's given us and blessed us with abilities. We need to use them. And when we do, and we use them correctly, guess what? Money pours into our life. That is what the scientific team, the scientific team build is about, but that is also what the science of getting rich is about. What is, come on, in a nutshell, what's the science of getting rich? What do I need to do? Simple. It's 17 chapters. Do 1 per day. How long does it take? I'm busy, man. 5 to 10 minutes per day. Oh, I'm too busy for that. Put on your headphones while you sit in the toilet. Buy waterproof speakers in your shower. Put your freaking speakers under your pillow. Don't give me the damn excuse that you haven't got time for, 5 to 10 minutes per day. 17 days. Oh, that's too many days. Shows you haven't learned much, have you? Anybody who's ever gone to any university, any course, anything of seriousness, knows it takes a lot more time. Well, with the science of getting rich, it doesn't take more time. 17 days of 5 to 10 minutes per day. Here is what you get. A 100% guarantee, guarantee, that you will get rich if you apply what you learn in those 17 days. How can I say that with certainty? Because in 111 years, there has not been one exception. There is no one alive who can say, oh, I listened to the course, I applied what the course said, and the course is easy, okay? Anything you can learn in 17 days, that is easy. Anything you can learn in 5 to 10 minutes per day, that is easy. It's as easy as a recipe. It's as easy as how to make bread, how to make mayonnaise. Someday I will do a video on how to make mayonnaise. Erlan knows I have the best mayonnaise in the world. Would you agree, Erlan? Yeah, he says yeah, and he says you'd better have some for lunch. That's what the science of getting rich is. It's the recipe to make mayonnaise, no recipe how to make money. How to earn money, how to deserve money, how to get boatloads of money to come into your life. Hey, if we're talking about making a Bitcoin per month, and then per week, and then per day, that's a boatload of money, isn't it? Let's do it. Right there. Why is it so important you take that course? And by the way, don't just get horny about it today. Do it today, chapter 1. Do it tomorrow, chapter 2. Do it 17 days. This is March 1st of 2021. Bitcoin is at 47,733, just popped up on my screen. You need the science of getting rich to stretch your mind. You know, muscles, you need to stretch them if you want to use them. I think you all know that. Well, our mind, our brain is the same. We need to stretch it. That simple course, yeah, it's a simple course, but an efficient one. 100% guarantee you're going to get results if you study it and apply it. And the core reason is it will develop your wealth consciousness. The only reason that you're short in money is because you got a poverty consciousness. You got a scarcity consciousness. It's about time you throw that out, because that is a garbage can that stinks. There's a rotten fish in the bottom of your garbage can. And it's been taught by people, it's not your fault, you've been taught by people who want you to be poor. People who don't know nothing about money, or richness, or wealth. Clean out the garbage and put in good stuff, so even your garbage can smells good. And then, yes, that will empower the other things. Voila, that's it. That's my message. That's my sermon for today. The pastor of wealth. You can call me that, pastor of wealth. No, I'm not a pastor. This is, you know, is this a religion? Is this philosophy? Well, it's practicality. It's down to earthness. My father is the son of a farmer, and farmers are practical. They keep their feet on the ground. They're connected with nature, the good farmers, and I hope I'm connected with nature too, and that I don't forget the natural laws. Because that's essentially what we're doing here, is learning to reapply and learning to become skilled in using the natural laws to our advantage, as the good Creator intended us to. And then we get to share this with a few other people who are also eager to do. Yeah, there is plenty of people in the world right now who want to improve their life and are finally willing to do it. And we're getting paid to do so. How much more of a paradise can you wish for? God bless you. I wish you radiant health, that means strong immune system, and abundant wealth, that means more than enough. Take care. And I have no idea where the pause button is to this video. Isn't that pretty? There it is. I see a red button, and stop the recording. Guys, ciao.